Not long ago, I met an old rodeo cowboy in George West. We were discussing how you know if someone's a real Texan. He said, well, I think all you got to do is ask a few questions. Intrigued, I asked, like, what kind of questions? Well, he said, like this. You ever seen the big Texas sun rise up over the oil derricks in the Gulf and turn them to gold and found that beautiful? You ever laid back on Emory Peak under the starry skies of Big Bend and reached up and touched God's first day's work? Ever driven the country roads just to see the wildflowers celebrating spring? Or floated down the Guadalupe with a cold beer on a hot summer's day? Ever eaten 3-alarm chili in Terlingua, tamped down with Pan de Campo? Ever eat a Dilly watermelon or Poteet Strawberries or hill country peaches so good they made you cry? You got Bluebell in your freezer right now and a backup quart just in case? Is Southwest the national airline of Texas? Do you feel a gnawing sadness when you leave the state and a reborn joy when you make it back? Ever had beef enchiladas on the Riverwalk, chicken fried steak in Abilene with cream gravy, or a Shiner Bach and Shiner? Ever see Staubach or Aikman bring the boys back from the dead? Did you see Earl Campbell run like a blustery wind in the Astrodome, or see Nolan Ryan pitch a heart-stopping no-hitter? Do you know that Houston is the world's doctor? Are you equally comfortable with Ola and Howdy? You like jalapenos on your Whataburger for breakfast? Ever take a date to Dairy Queen? Does Austin seem normal to you? Do you love the smell of orange blossoms on the March wind or purple sage after a thunderstorm? Is Lonesome Dove the best miniseries there ever was? Is your favorite president Sam Houston? Did you ever sit in reverent silence at the Alamo in gratitude for the gift they gave? Ever drive through the gritty haze of a West Texas sandstorm, spurred on by ZZ Top? Ever been caught out in the open by a blue norther on the Llano Estacado? You love a second helping of Frito pie under Friday night lights? Do you cheer the bronc rider and running back with equal fervor? Ever ridden your horse through the drive-thru? Ever go to spring break at South Padre and woke up face down in beer-soaked sand, or partied in a border town till you couldn't find the bridge again? You have a Lone Star flag flying in your yard? Is HEB your pantry? You see yourself as Texan first and just incidentally American? Ever worn worn-out boots too long or been saddle sore, or owned an old pickup that you knew was out of oil because it wasn't leaking any? You think mesquite makes everything taste better? Ever two-step to Willie in a dance hall that smelled of sawdust? When America the Beautiful plays, you think about Texas? Did you smile when you learned the Texas Capitol was taller than the national capital? Do you believe the piney woods are prettier than any forest in Colorado? Do you think Texas is about half the size it ought to be on the U.S. map? If you can say yes to most all of these things, he said, then you have the right, the honor, to proudly call yourself a Texan. I think the old boy had a point. I'm W.F. Strong. These are stories from Texas. Some of them are true.